Welcome everybody to Facebook Live with Trainer Joe. Today's episode is Exercise Like Trainer Joe. That's me. Exercise like me. I think if you would exercise like me, you'd probably be pleased. If you don't work out now, if you're wanting to be an Olympic athlete, then okay, you're going to have to work out more intensely. But if you're just a normal person, a little heavier than you want to be, not as fit as you want to be, struggling to get in a routine, okay, this one's for you. Work out like Trainer Joe. So I have a routine. So do you. My routine causes me to be at 55 fit and a healthy weight. And I think a big part of that is because of my routine. Your routine gets you whatever you got. If you're really healthy, that's what you got because of your routine, your rituals, your life. If you're unhealthy, that's what you got. Now, I'm not saying that you necessarily can prevent all of the health issues. And that's not what I'm saying, but kind of saying it. But obviously, some things happen that we have no control over. But if you're wanting to get healthy, you're wanting to be fit, listen up here. All right, couple keys. One is you need consistency. And you need to lose weight if you're overweight. Don't just depend on the fitness to make you lose weight. That's not going to happen. You're not going to outrun your fork. You need to take that by the horns as well as your fitness. The hardest thing to do is keep working out when you're not losing weight. So you're going to have to realize, get the weight, do that. You got to do that. Nobody keeps working out when they ain't losing weight. They say, forget this. At least people I know, they lose their interest, particularly if they would like to be thinner and they're thinking the exercise is going to make them thinner. That's not happening. So I'll give you some specifics about what I actually do. And I want to make sure that this is coming through correctly before I lay out my awesome routine to you. So I do have a routine. I work out with weights 3 times a week. And that's what I would recommend you do. Work out with weights 3 times a week. I'm pretty strong for my body weight. A lot of, measure strength in different ways. How many push-ups can you do? 0, 100. How many chin-ups can you do? 0, 10. What can you do? By most standards, I am strong for a 55-year-old. And it's been a very gradual thing over my lifespan as an adult. But you're going to have to lift 3 days a week. Well, I ain't going to lift weights. Okay, well, that's where you're at. If your attitude stinks about, I'm not going to do that, that's fine. My grandpa never lifted weights. Yeah, he did. He killed chickens and he built barns. You don't do that. You need to do something. So, because I eat as reasonable as I do, I don't probably work out as much as some people that work out. 3 times a week I do weights. It will take me, if I hit it without being too distracted in my workout or just doing other things while my work, hit about an hour. About an hour 3 times a week. An hour 3 times a week. If you can't do that, it's because you don't care. Look how busy you are. All right. You don't care enough. You could do that. And then I'm fairly active otherwise, but I don't have a real structure other than those 3 hours a week. My wife and I like to walk, and with my work, I'm in and out, and I'm putting up chairs and things like that, but it's no big thing. So that's what you should do that. Now, if you're losing weight, in addition to the weights, you should be doing a significant amount of walking or something else too. I'm not trying to lose weight, and frankly, that's the bulk of my exercise. Could you do that? Yeah, you could do that. You need a routine that involves that. All right. As a rule, every workout I do is a full body workout. Now, you'll hear people say, I'm going to do legs today. I'm doing chest tomorrow. That's fine. To me, I'm going to go in. I'm going to get it done in an hour, and I'm done. I did chest by doing some sort of a push. I did back by doing some kind of a pull. I do legs by doing some leg stuff. And I do core. Those 4 things every time I work out. Now, a lot of times if you're doing a push-up, if you're doing a push-up, you're also doing core work. The reason a lot of people are wanting to do a lot of core work, I got to do core work, is because they got way too much in the core and they don't notice it. If you're the right weight, you're going to notice your exercise a lot more than if you're not. If you're obese and you're working out, you'll get more fit, but you don't nearly notice it as much as if you're not obese. So lose the weight, y'all. Don't count on the exercise to lose the weight. You got to focus on that. And since we're talking about fitness, it's Fitness February. We're talking about the workout too. But you in a sense, you got to separate those. You are a Ferrari. Don't forget that. I talked to a lady last week. She said, Joe, you mentioned being a Ferrari. She said, it reminded me when she said, I don't remember how they had a Ferrari, but she said, we had a Ferrari. And it was in the garage, and my husband got called away. I think it was military or something for months. When he came back, she said the tires were, for however long it was, the tires were messed up, the cables were messed up, the engine was messed up because nobody ever drove it. Another friend of mine, he said, a friend of his got sick, and he said it was my job to go to his house once a week and get the keys to his Ferrari and drive it around. Yeah, you're a Ferrari. And a lot of your problems are not because of overuse, it's because of disuse, because you don't move as much as you should move. Now, I have an advantage over some people in that, also, if you, good from here. Okay, Deborah, let me back up and see, did you ask a question here? Deborah, I definitely don't kill chickens, okay. But I do lift toddlers. That helps. You probably should kill chickens too, but that helps. Also, if you have good form, you'll feel it more. Yes, that's good, and I'm going to talk about the form here in a second. What about cardio? So, it depends on what you're wanting to accomplish. A lot of people tell me, Joe, I want to look like I work out. I'd like people to look at me and think I work out. Okay, well, cardio doesn't do that. Weights does that, and eating right does that. Now, if you also want to be able to do cardio, I certainly appreciate that. I was a runner at UK. Cardio was all about cardio, but I also liked having some muscle to me. I had the advantage of being an athlete in high school and college. If you were an athlete in high school or college and you've let it go, come on, man. You know how to exercise. You have no excuse. Well, now, if you tore up your knees or hurt your back, yes, it's a lot harder. If you didn't, here's the people that ought to really feel bad right now. It's the ones that were athletic or high school, college athletes that just let it go, and they don't have health problems, and they're overweight, out of shape, and lazy. Shame on you. Get with it. Now, those of you that weren't, you weren't athletic, and now you're 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, and you're like, I probably need to get in shape. Yeah, you do. Now, you may not know as much, but at least you didn't tear your knees up, hurt your back, and have concussions every other month, unless you had other things that caused injury. So, if you are one that you've had injuries, all the more reason to get fit. If you're somebody that has illness and sickness, all the more reason to be healthy. Talked to a woman last night. She said, I have MS. I want to get as healthy as I can. Yes, you should be as healthy as you can be if you have MS, or if you have cancer, or if you have back problems, or if you have whatever problems. Wouldn't you rather approach it being fit and healthy? All right. So, having the background helped me. I also went to a trainer years ago and said, you know what? I want to be as fit as I can for the rest of my life. Please show me how to do this correctly. If you haven't been trained to exercise and work out and do weights correctly, then pay some money for somebody to help you with that. Well, I don't want to pay no money. Well, no wonder you're in bad shape. I was at a diabetes expo 3 years ago, and a lady came up to me. She said, I've heard about your program. I probably should do your program, but I got to tell you, if it involves exercise, I won't be able to do that part because of how busy I am. And I just thought, well, welcome to the diabetes expo. No wonder you're here. Guys, you got to change your priorities around. You're not too busy to work out. You're just not. No, you're not. It's a lie. Behind every self-destructive thing you do is a lie you believe. And one of those lies is, I'm too busy. No, we'll just sit down. We'll look at your schedule, and I'll show you where you could work out. I guarantee it. You know it's true. All right. Why would you not work out? How do people justify going month after month after month and not exercising, not working out. You're a Ferrari. Well, I'm really busy. Well, you know what you are? A busy Ferrari. Come on, y'all. So my workout is an hour, weights. I can get more specific with you on that workout if you like. You can message me, but I just told you, it's basically 4 things: chest, back, legs, and core. Now, because of the knowledge I have, I know 5 different ways to do chest exercise. I can do a bench press, I can do a cable press, I can do a dumbbell press. They're all doing the same thing. So the more knowledge you have, the more fun it can be and the varied it can be. But you need to get consistent on some basic, simple exercises for 2 or 3 months. Get somebody to help you make sure you're doing it right. And then you want to change it up and go deeper and get more advanced. That's great. But you don't need to get advanced till you start doing something consistently. What else? Oh, if you knew how much exercise was going to help your overall health, you'd do it. From arthritis to Alzheimer's, depression to diabetes, when you're exercising regularly, it is unbelievable how much it helps all those things. Guys, we got to get together. You get one body, and you act like it's just not a big deal. It's a big deal. And some will say, well, my brother lived to age 75. He never worked out. Well, he was supposed to live to 90. My dad died in his mid-70s. Never got to meet his grandchildren. You know? Or he never got to meet my grandchildren. He had grandchildren. He never got to meet my grandchildren. And then I know other friends of mine whose dads are in their 90s. And I'm like, had my dad been blessed to live in the 90s, he would have seen my grandchildren graduate. Don't feel like that's... Who said you were supposed to die at 75 or 80? If you take proper care of yourself, you may have had 10, 15, 20 more years on your life. So get started correctly. If you don't know how to exercise correctly, you don't have a friend that can help you, then hire somebody to do it. If you need some names, you can message me, and I'll give you some names, some people that I know that are really good at this. And if you say, well, Joe, I'm trying, well, you're lying. It's not about trying, it's about deciding you're going to do it. Commit this year to just doing it. We're in Fitness February right now. Decide you're going to start a routine, and then for a year, you're just going to make time to exercise, whether you have time or not. Everybody wants to wait till there's a good time. No, you got to get to the point where you realize who you are. This is who I am. You need to represent correctly somebody that is aware. I've got a body, I only get one. I got to take care of myself for the sake of me and everybody in my network. I should be relatively fit and not the one that just can't keep up, because I've never made it a priority to be able to do so. So don't forget, you're a Ferrari. If you need help from me, contact me. God bless. Get fit. I'm Trainer Joe, helping you train your brain and transform your body.